Hey guys, welcome back to another one. Got a new topic today. The topic for the day is going to be what fathers go through and how moms have it easier. If you guys are here and you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the like, go down, hit the bell, get the notifications for the next content. Alright, get into the subject. So what fathers end up going through is a lot harder than what people think. At the end of the day, dad has to take care of the kid himself, and whenever mom needs him, he has to go and change his schedule around for her. And let me give you an example of how hectic a father's life is. So for the last 2 weeks, I've worked every single day, long hours. And to be a good father, I have to be able to pay my bills, pay his mom child support, be able to pick him up, spend time with him, buy him stuff and take care of him while he's with me, all while keeping my life together, and in case anything happens, being able to be there for my son and his mother. So if her car breaks down, I have to drop what I'm doing and go help her fix her car, or figure out what's wrong with her car. Or one time, the back door to her apartment got kicked in, and I went and I secured the door so no one else could get in it for the rest of the night because the maintenance guy wasn't on call. He wasn't there. So there's a lot of stuff that fathers end up doing that people just don't realize, and they don't appreciate or think about it in the day-to-day routine. Like, for example, my Saturday was me waking up and going to work, and then after I got done with work, I got my son. I spent time with my son. He went to sleep. I woke up, dropped him off. Then I went back to work. And what people don't realize is what makes it harder for us fathers is all of the bad behavior or bad habits that mom lets him or her do. That means in the time that we do have them, we now are trying to fix that behavior. Or if we can't fix it, we're dealing with the behavior that they're allowing. So, for example, my daughter's mom right now isn't working. My son's mom isn't working. This virus has stopped a lot of people from working, but my job is essential. So even though other people's lives have changed or they have more free time, nothing's changed for me. So if my children's moms decide to let him stay up till midnight or 2 o'clock every single day, then when I get him, he wants to do the same thing. And then he's now mad at me when I'm trying to put him to bed because I have to go to work in the morning, or I have things I have to do after I drop him off, so I have to make sure that I get everything I need to do done with him and after him. Or, for example, my son, anytime he sees me, he wants me to take him to the store. So as soon as I pick him up, he's fighting with me because I don't want to take him to the store to buy him toys. Or this morning when he woke up, he wanted to eat Pringles, and I had to tell him, no, you're not eating Pringles. And he got mad and threw a fit. Back when my son was real young, I was working a lot of hours, being that I'm an electrician and everything. It's my normal job. And when he was a baby and he wouldn't sleep at night, it was hard for me to keep him because I worked pretty much every day, and he didn't want to go to sleep. And his mom allowed him not to sleep in a crib. He always slept with her. And I have 2 big dogs. I can't allow my son to sleep with me and my 2 big dogs because I move in my sleep. I don't lay in any spot in the same place the whole night. So I was afraid to even sleep in bed with him because I was afraid that I would kill him or he would get hurt, or like there was just something that I cannot control and it's only going to end up bad for me if I allow him to sleep in bed with me. So he wouldn't want to sleep. Anytime I put him in his crib, he'd wake up. Like I used to have to put him in my truck and drive around the block until he fell asleep in his car seat, and take his car seat and put it in the crib and let him sleep in his car seat for a little bit so I get a couple of minutes of sleep. And this was for months. So a lot of the bad habits that these children get when they're with their mom or when they're with their other parent, the parent that is not the custodial parent ends up getting them and has to deal with those behaviors, and they only have so much time. It doesn't help them. Like even if I was to correct his behaviors for the time that I have him, he's going to go home and be with his mom 90% of the time or 95% of his time, and it's not going to correct his behavior. It's not going to change. The amount of influence that being with him has on him is not as great as I'd like it to be. So there's only so much that I can actually do when it comes to being a father. But if I'm not able to be there for something, or if I have to work, or if something is where I can't do what the other parent wants me to do, I'm a bad dad. Like, I can't win for losing. Like, if I was to get laid off and I was getting unemployment, that's only 60% of my income. On top of this, me getting 60% of income, my child support wouldn't lower. I'd still have to be paying the same amount of child support, even though that I can't work and my wages have gone down. And there's no government assistance, there's no help for fathers. Like, that's what people don't think. Like, if my truck breaks down, I can't call my daughter's mom or my son's mom and have them give me money to fix my truck or to help me pay my rent. But in the reverse, if my children's parents feel that they need help, who's the first person you think that they're going to call and ask me to do for them? But it doesn't work the same way. Like, if I don't have money to pay for food, I'm not eating. Like, it's just that simple. Like, I don't get a safety net. And I think a lot of the strain that goes on with parents that are not together that have children is they, especially the women, they let their emotions affect how they interact with the dad. Like I do everything I can for my son. Like, there's a lot of times that I can't take him to the hospital, or I can't be in a doctor's appointment during the day because I work from 7 to 3:30 every day, Monday through Friday. And I'm in a career where I can't really take off work when I need like that because I'll get fired. Like, I don't have a job where my hours are flexible enough to where I'm able to do all these little extra things for my kid. And that might sound selfish, and that might sound like I'm just making excuses. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that has to pay money to the mother. Like, if I can't make those payments, I go to jail. And they take those payments before I get paid. So if all I can do is make my child support payment and I can't pay my rent, there is no recourse for me. Like, there's no, like, that's a lot of the problem when it comes to, like, parenting as a father. Women don't see that. Like, there is no, well, if this doesn't work out, I can always do this. Like, I have to work. I have to make money. Like I see a lot of media that says that being a mom is the hardest job on earth. And I can't say if that's true or not. But I can tell you that if you're the mother and the custodial parent, then the father of that child's job as a father is harder than the mother, because all of the benefits that the mom has by having the kid all the time, seeing her child all the time, like all those benefits the dad doesn't have. It's hard to set rules for a kid that you only get to see for 2 days a week. It's hard to change the bad behaviors that the mom allows to happen. Like, for example, my son's mom, when he was young, would let him eat off her plate. I don't let my son eat off my plate. So he would always try to eat off my plate. Like, there's just little things that each parent feels okay. But because the mom has the kid so much, she doesn't see a problem with it. But when it comes to the dad having it, he's spending all of his time having to deal with the problems that he has with the behavior that's allowed for his child. And he doesn't have a say in it, and he really can't do anything about it. But that's just my thoughts. If you guys agree, disagree, hit me up in the comments. Subscribe to Savage Red Recovery. And I got a Patreon. Check me out. And I'll see you guys next time. Salute.